We have witnesses and evidence. How long do you think you can keep lying? I faced in his direction and asked calmly, what witnesses? What evidence? The witness is the victim, Mia. As for the evidence, William paused, seeming to realize this was a bit tricky. We're still searching for it. Don't think you're off the hook just because you won't confess. He raised his voice, trying to intimidate me with sheer force. Mia has already told us everything. You just moved in a week ago and started peeping. Every night at 8 o'clock when she takes her shower, you stand across from her with binoculars and watch. You even took photos of her and posted them on foreign websites to make money. Your behavior constitutes a serious crime. If you confess now, we can still request leniency. I almost laughed out loud. What a well-crafted story. Time, location, tools, motive, everything was there. If I weren't the person being accused, I might have believed it myself. William, I interrupted his long-winded lecture. First, I don't own any binoculars. Second, I don't have the tools to commit this crime. My computer and phone were replaced 3 years ago with devices designed for the blind. They don't even have cameras. Third, and most importantly, I enunciated each word clearly. I am blind. William's breathing grew noticeably heavier. I told you don't use that as an excuse. Whether you're really blind or not, we'll take you for testing. Until the test results come back, you're our prime suspect. At that moment, the interrogation room door swung open. A young officer poked his head in. Captain, the victim is extremely emotional. She won't stop crying. She's saying she'll report us to our superiors for covering for a criminal. William's face darkened. Got it. He waved the young officer away, then glared at me fiercely. Of course, I couldn't see his glare, but I could hear his teeth grinding. Lucas, do you have any idea how much pressure we're under because of you? She's a student at a top university. This case is getting a lot of public attention. If we don't handle this properly, the entire station is going to take heat for it. I understood now. To him, the truth mattered less than keeping the peace, and the easiest way to keep the peace was to get me to confess. So, to save you from getting criticized, I have to admit to something I didn't do. My tone turned cold. William seemed infuriated by my attitude. What kind of tone is that? Who do you think you are? Let me tell you something. Once you're in here, you follow our rules. You won't talk? Fine. We have ways to make you. He stood up, looming over me from above. Lock him up. Once we get the search warrant, we'll tear his place apart. I don't believe we won't find evidence. The door opened. 2 officers came in and grabbed me by the arms again. I didn't struggle. I knew that from the moment Mia reported me, I'd already fallen into a carefully designed trap. If they dared to do this, they must have prepared everything perfectly. Next, they would find so-called evidence in my apartment, and I would be nailed to the pillar of shame forever. The cold iron door slammed shut behind me with a heavy echo. I'd been locked in a temporary holding cell. The room was small, just a hard bed and a toilet. The air reeked of disinfectant mixed with despair. I felt my way to the bed and sat down, listening quietly to the sounds outside. Footsteps echoed up and down the hallway, mixed with hushed conversations. That's the peeping pervert? Looks so normal, but he's actually disgusting. I heard he's blind. Must be faking it, right? Who knows? Either way, he's finished. Of all people to mess with, he picks a college girl. These voices pierced my ears like countless tiny needles. I'd long since grown used to the darkness, but for the first time, it felt unbearably cold and cutting. About 2 hours later, the iron door opened again. It was William. He was holding a clear evidence bag, a smug smile on his face. He waved it in front of me. Lucas, look at this. He seemed to forget I couldn't see. He revealed the answer himself, his voice dripping with satisfaction. We found this under your windowsill. Military-grade binoculars. And this.